So today's Trends with No Friends name really touches on your degenerate economy. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at Flutter, who owns FanDuel, PokerStars, and about a dozen other gaming and gambling companies based out of Ireland. So Flutter reported earnings last week. The stock gapped up 8%. It's kind of knocking on the doors of making a higher high here. And since its earnings report has traded sideways, but I kind of want to bring Flutter into the context of DraftKings. We can see Flutter has 678 followers on StockTwits. DraftKings has 116,000 followers on StockTwits. One little caveat with this is Flutter didn't start trading on the New York Stock Exchange until late January. So kind of the newness of the security, I'm sure, plays a role of that lack of follower count. But then just looking at the internals of these companies, Flutter's monthly active users is at 14.3 million compared to DraftKings 3.1 million. And Flutter's market cap is more than double DraftKings. So much larger company, nobody cares. And we could see here on this chart, Flutter's outperformance since DraftKings, since the beginning of the year.
Do you have an account there?
No. But I also don't have a DraftKings account. I don't have a Caesars account. I don't have MGM. I don't have any of those.
Yeah. So we're not the market, but that is an interesting relative strength opportunity. The degenerate economy's raging, Robinhood. I don't know if anybody listened to Vlad's interview with Patrick O'Shaughnessy, but it was the first time I've heard Vlad really dive deep on his background and as a public company. I recommend it to everybody because it helps explain some of the problems I have with Robinhood in terms of letting me know why their strategy is what they are. They are the best positioned, true degenerate economy, front-facing company, despite the mistakes and certain lack of execution.
Are we waiting for the world where you can bet on sports on Robinhood?
I don't know if they'll go there because they're so heavily, lawyers kind of control that company, but we're headed to a world where there's prop bets on everything. And I don't know if that comes through crypto or just through DraftKings or Coinbase. But UI will matter in a lot of this thing, and Robinhood pretty much owns that UI. If you go to Coinbase, it's a pretty complicated product, right? First, you have to understand crypto, whereas Robinhood's just so many people speak that language already that they probably are in the best position if someone's going to do that, or sit back and acquire somebody.
I just wanted to make one comment on all of these gambling apps, not so much necessarily the degenerate economy as a whole, but the gambling apps. There's a new study that was just published by Baker et al. And it just goes to show that what they studied was how does participation in these gambling apps affect how much we invest in markets over time. So how much we're dollar cost averaging, how much we're automatically putting in to tax advantage accounts, or just investing at all in markets that have a positive expected value over time. And what they found is that participation in these apps and gambling in general on these apps dug in to the amount of money that we're investing for our long-term future. So this is affecting our sort of long-term wisdom behavior. You can think about wisdom on multiple time frames, right? So the time frame that is like the long-term time frame. And just one last part about that, it is affecting, as so many the negatives in our culture do, it's affecting people with limited resources the most. So if you have a lot of money and you're throwing a little money in DraftKings, no big deal. But if you're limited, it's progressive tax. Exactly.
So this is the vaping of investing.
Here's the thing, and I'm going to change the name of my ETF or my index. It's the degenerate economy is good and bad. Gambling's everything that's bad about the degenerate economy. There's nothing, speculation in it as entertainment is great. But I think it's, my job, and it's our job to teach people that speculation of entertainment, it can be just as entertaining to speculate in a positive expectancy. So if you're going to do speculation as entertainment, first of all, I'm not bullish anymore on these gambling companies. This is just the first bit of data. The data is not going to get better. This is like smoking. Every day that they dig deeper, they're going to realize this is poison, right? And okay. I'm not saying it should be illegal or legal. I'm going to say that my vote is do everything you can to teach people if they want to speculate as entertainment. The markets are a fantastic place to do it with the right mentorship. Whereas going on Twitter and saying, I got a highlight guy on Twitter who has great inside information is just a waste of speculation as entertainment time. It's bad degenerate economy. It's like good nude, bad nude. Degenerate economy should be embraced as a good thing. And I don't see anything good about what we're seeing in the data.